1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know how to count. Hey, what's up guys? Snows here, and if you're anything like me, you've got a lot of USBs connected to your computer. In my case, I have an SD card reader, I have the wireless receiver for my G700S, a Wi-Fi adapter because you never know, sometimes the Ethernet goes down. Why? Because I'm really bad at networking. Then we have my Xbox One controller wireless receiver, a Bluetooth receiver, my Corsair Void RGB receiver, and this handy little drive for me to go from computer to computer transferring data super quickly. But on top of all that, I have my Oculus Rift. Now the problem is that it doesn't need one high-speed connection, not two high-speed connections, but three high-speed connections. Actually, technically it's two USB 3s and one USB 2 to have full room scale, which is what I have. And the main problem is that motherboard manufacturers usually don't stuff enough USBs inside of their motherboards. Now sure, you could spend $200, $300, $400 on a motherboard that'll have 10 ports, which is still clearly not enough for me, but most of the time the controller gets overloaded if there's too many USB 3s hooked up at the same time. For example, anytime I want to hook up my Logitech 4K webcam into my computer, it basically just doesn't work, or the 4K stops working. The reason why is because the USB 3.0 bandwidth is sort of saturated with all of my device, and it doesn't allow the 4K image from the Brio 4K to pass through. Now, one simple way that manufacturers usually fix that issue is by adding a second controller. Not from Intel, not from AMD, but from different companies like ASMedia or ASMedia. But I've had my fair share of issues with that. Back in the day on my X79 computer, my ASMedia controller just died. It completely stopped working after actually a few months of it being on and off. The only way for me to fix that issue was to RMA the motherboard, but you can always buy extras by buying PCI-E USB 3.0 cards. Now these are awesome. Not this one, I'll talk to you about it, but these are actually awesome. They allow to use the PCI-E bandwidth to add extra USB 3.0 without saturating your current Intel or AMD or ASMedia USB 3.0 bandwidth. I'll put the model number down here so you know which one not to buy. This is the Mediasonic version. 4 ports, SATA for power, and it uses a buy one slot on your motherboard. Now the reason why I'm saying don't buy this one is because I had this one for 2 weeks, it stopped working. I tried it on different computers, it didn't work. I sent it back, they sent it back to me. Then I tried it again, it worked for 2 weeks, then it stopped working. Then I was stuck with the dead card. And trust me, I tried it on every single computer I own, and I own 3. That's not that many, but still. Anyways, I thought this would be a great way to add USB ports for my Oculus Rift and all of my devices. And then I decided to go on the Oculus website to take a look, and I saw one that was from Initech. It's about 45, 47, 50 Canadian dollars, probably around 40 bucks US or $35 US, and I just thought that was too expensive. So I decided to buy another one, a Yottamaster. Not Yoda like Star Wars Yoda, like Yotta! Like Yottamaster. Let me just pull it up. So there it is. I'll put the model number right here, but this is the Yottamaster 4-port. I have the 4-port and the 7-port on 2 of my computers, and it's just worked wonders. It has no issues with my sensors. It has no issues with all of the high bandwidth stuff I have. I even have my webcam hooked up to it, and I have 0 issues. So I don't have it here because they're on the computers and they're working super well, but I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know that if you're looking for something for your Oculus Rift or for anything else, these are great. And for those of you that have an Oculus Rift but don't have the means to add extra USB ports via PCI-E, for example, if you have a laptop with a 1060 or 1070 in it, or you have a PC with mini ITX, which means you're not able to add anything extra besides your graphics card, you can buy yourself a hub. Whether it's a hub like this or a hub like this, one thing that you need to make sure is that 1, it is powered, and that 2, it has at least a VL812 controller inside. I've tried the Oculus with both of these and it worked perfectly. It is true that it will sometimes disconnect if your PC goes to sleep, but this is the best and most viable options for you people who have laptops or mini ITX systems. I'm just now starting to realize how many USB devices I have hooked up to my computer. Let's count. My Wi-Fi adapter, my Xbox One adapter, my Bluetooth adapter, my Corsair Void adapter, my mouse adapter, my micro SD, the 3 for the sensors, 1 for the headset for the Oculus, my keyboard, my MIDI controller, my launch pad, my sound card. That's 14 things just off the top of my head. I hope I'm not forgetting any. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I have some pretty interesting things in the works, like how TV manufacturers are screwing you, a tour of some of my setups. Let me know if you'd like to know a little more about how I make my videos and what kind of equipment I use for my videos. I'd also really love to start reviewing stuff for my camera and sort of the camera equipment that I use, because I absolutely love this stuff. Click here if you want to hear me sing about a computer case, right here on that circle. If you want to subscribe, please click on it. I'm not even sure if it's going to be right here. Have yourselves a great day, stay frosty, and I'll see you on the next one. Now, I'm not sure how long this is gonna, I'm just gonna sit in silence. 14.